My beloved Africa. It's Kwame Nkrumah who said that I'm not an African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born in me. When Africa is born in you, you fall in love with its beautiful beaches, with its great mountains, with its rivers and its valleys. You fall in love with the people, with their wisdom, with their care and with their respect. My beloved Africa, I love how you make me feel and the warmth with which you embrace me. I love your beautiful sunsets and the incredible warmth of your people. I love that I have the privilege of being born a son of your soil. I love being showered with a kaleidoscope of showers at Victoria Falls, but I hate that 319 million people in sub-Saharan Africa are without access to reliable drinking water every single day. I love hearing the beat of my heart and feeling the flow of my blood as I connect eyeball to eyeball with a glorious elephant in Kenya. But I hate that Central Africa has lost 64% of its elephant population in the last 10 years. I love that we've been blessed with a landmass larger than the collective geography of India, China, Mexico, the United States of America, and most of Europe. But I hate that 220 million Africans are considered to be continually in a state of hunger. I love that you are home to the world's tallest and largest land animals, the giraffe and the African elephant. But I hate that we haven't been able to create the scale and the size that we need to drive sustainable and inclusive growth. I love that we are the wealthiest continent under the ground, with the largest reserves of bauxite, of cobalt, of diamonds, and of platinum group metals. But I hate that above the ground, our collective GDP is less than $1,500, and that 75% of the world's poorest countries are located in Africa. I love that we have all of the potential to light up most of the continent through potential opportunities such as the Grand Inga Dam in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Ashagoda wind farm in Ethiopia. But I hate that 589 million people in sub-Saharan Africa live without electricity, which means that 80% of our population relies on energy sources such as wood and charcoal and dung in order to cook. I love how your wisdom taught me that it takes a village to raise a child. But I hate how sometimes we forget this, because 59 million children of primary school age who are out of school because being smart is not enough if you're poor. I love your proverb that says, if you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. But I hate how some of our leaders have forgotten this, for they have amassed wealth for themselves and forgotten the people that they lead. I love how you embrace different cultures and that we have 1,500 amazing languages that color our continent. But I hate the scars of centuries of oppression, whose shackles we still have not been able to rid ourselves of. I love how you have some of the finest food and produce some of the best fruit, the best maize, the best grains in the world. But I hate that you still have people who can't find bread to fill their bellies so they can sleep at night. I love that you have some of the most talented and gifted women in the world. But I hate that you can't protect them, and how 180,000 women on this continent still die from complications related to pregnancy and childbirth each and every year. My Africa, I love how excited and proud you make me feel when I teach cases and work with companies like Dangote and so many other phenomenal companies that were birthed from your own bosom. But I hate that we haven't been able to produce a few more to address the crippling unemployment challenge that we face on the continent. I love how you've given me so much, from an incredible childhood, to the greatest experiences, to the best weather, to the privilege of hundreds of dialects and languages and cultures and people. I love that you've injected a special serum deep in my veins that I can't explain. I can't verbalize. I can't articulate. I can't even rationalize, but I can feel. Perhaps it's because you're the home of Kwame Nkrumah and Wangari Maathai and Julius Nyerere and Patrice Lumumba and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Nelson Mandela. And as I reflect, I realize that I'm restless between these two emotions of love and hate. But in this restlessness, and in the incredible beat of my heart, I've realized that I really want to love you more. Because you're my Africa, and the Africa of a billion other special people. I've got to be honest and realize that your scars are the consequences of years of brutality and a very difficult past, and requires me to roll up my sleeves and do so much more. Because hate gets nobody nowhere. But hard work and contextual appreciation might just get all of us somewhere. We're in this era of disruption where everybody talks about the fourth industrial revolution. My Africa, we won't sleep through it. For as Patrice Lumumba once said, one day Africa will write its own story, and it will be a story of glory and dignity.